Yo, what is up, Exodia, the Forbidden One? Today, we're going to be making this dude, the Trash Journeyman. If you follow the channel, you've probably seen the Trash Apprentice, but he has leveled up some. And so, yeah, he's become the Journeyman now, and he is on his way to becoming the Trash Master eventually, right? I took a bunch of pictures because, like many of my builds, this dude is just fresh out the oven. And so, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't know how to recreate him. And so, let us get on with it. In terms of the ingredients, it's one entire Scraphook, Crashbar, and the removable parts from Trashmaster, okay? And yeah, if you're still here, just wanted to say hello to you all, whether this is your first time or it's not. Yeah, welcome back and welcome front. I am B to the B, B to the B, 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 B to the B, Botbender Orange. And yeah, I know the orange is spelled a little bit weird, but that just kind of harkens back to a interesting time in my life when I used to work for Sony PlayStation, but that is another story. So, okay, in terms of the torso, focus, Daniel-san, thank you. We're going to start with the chomp chomp bit, and we have Trashmaster's head. It's on a 5 milli, and so you can just pop it off, and then you can use, oh, is that a stress mark? No, it's not. You can just pop it on over here, and this move was taught to me by the great Robert H. Yeah, incredible engineer and botbender, so to speak. And I don't know, these are terms of endearments that I provide to folks, botbender and stuff. But yeah, it's not like I'm the only one out there. Yeah, there's a Pisson, RoboZ, who I consider master builders, and yeah, incredible. Sorry. You know I'm all over the place, and I just had lunch too, so I got a little bit of juice. No caffeine though. I'm trying to wean myself off caffeine, and so if I seem a little agitated or a little off, you know what it is. So yeah, you can see that the spacing for those two little pegs are perfectly spaced with Crashbar's legs. And somebody on the channel taught me this, but I can't, for the life of me, I cannot find their comment. And so, yeah. But yeah, you know what? I didn't even create that term botbending. Somebody called me that. A dude by the name of, an Instagram friend by the name of Cryptimus Prime. he used it like, he said, bro, you're like the Avatar. He's like, you're like Avatar, but you're a botbender. And I was like, dude. And so I changed the name of the channel, actually. It used to be Agent Orange because that harkens back, like I said, to that Sony story. But he's like, no, you're like a botbender, man, like an airbender. And I was like, dude, that is rad. And I liked it so much that I actually changed it. You guys see what I'm doing over here? This is the Scraphook leg. That we have the exhaust, and then we have the shin guard being plugged in. And so we're creating the thigh. Excuse me, we're creating the thigh right now. And but yeah, and the profile pic for this channel also Cryptimus provided as well. This is the Trashmaster leg. You see it all plugged in. And yeah, it's a little bit weird, I know, to have this part kind of jutting out and having the back become the front, but whatever, dude. We'll try something different, and it's all good. It's all good in the hood and all fun and games, you know? So let's recreate this piece. And but yeah. And by the way, I really appreciate for those of you who have been sending in your own particular submissions or linking me to some great builds that you've seen online. Like, for instance, Speed Freak 01's Junkosaurus Rex, amazing, absolutely amazing. Dr. Oblivion's Double Axle Grease, also incredible. And so I think I'm going to start doing creator spotlights. And so I'm just kind of talking as we put this together, right? And so if you get stuck, I don't know. I think visually you can figure out what's going on over here, right? So yeah, so we're all putting this together. You see this over here? It's really interesting how they have the left and the right clearly marked. And so when the people who are assembling these together, they know which side it is and stuff. But anyway, excuse me. So yeah. So yeah. So I was gonna say I'm gonna start doing like creator spotlights, and like there are some folks, like I mentioned, Pisson, RoboZ, whose stuff is like, dude, they're like masterpieces. Like a lot of stuff I can recreate when I look at them. Some of their stuff, it just bewilders me. Like I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know what to do, you know. But yeah, so more creator spotlights coming soon. And so if you want to submit your build, you can send it to Botbender Orange. The name of this channel, no spaces, at gmail.com. But don't be discouraged if I don't use it or something like that. It's I do get a lot of submissions, and I can't use everyone's. And so again, don't be discouraged. Just have fun and just play with your toys. You know, being showcased on the channel, that's just extra. And yeah, but yeah. So botbending, fan moding, lots of different terms. Bot building, I don't know, I've heard them all, you know, but just because the Instagram homie created that term, yeah, bot bending, I really like that. Oh, you see this? This is the saddlebag, and this is what's going to be the hip connector, to the robot. And so what we've done over here is we've extended out. Oh, and by the way, I'm running out of juice on my phone, so this may die at any point. And if it is, then whatever, I'll just recharge and bring that back. So you see that, what I did? You extend out the shoulder bits for Crashbar, and then you're just taking that peg and you're plugging it in right there. It's kind of cool because it allows him to kind of stand with his legs like in an A stance a little bit. So that's rad. Yeah. Cool, huh? But yeah, I think the general term is fan moding, right? Yeah, it's just that my buddy created that term botbending, and I was like, that's so cool. Airbending, botbending, and anyway. Okay, so it's coming along. As you can see. What else did I do? And also, since creating this, I have taken some liberties with the build, and so it may not look exactly like how it was first depicted. And I think these are the hydraulics of Trashmaster, and I think I brought them over as suspenders or something like that, because, like, here, let me show you the picture again. There's a lot of gap, there's a lot of gap over here, and yeah, I'm trying to cover that up as much as possible, and so I kind of flipped the suspenders over, and I also did something with the arms as well, and I'm about to show you that in a second. Okay, what we do is we're going to grab Scraphook's arm, and then we're going to plug it in here. But before I do that, I was going to say, you got to make sure that the forearm is angled properly. So you want to turn it around so that the elbow bend is on the other side, but you're going to angle it slightly, and I'll show you in a second. So we're going to plug that in right there on the side of the hydraulic bit, and then we're going to plug that in right there to the side of the saddlebag. You see? Yeah. You see. Same thing over here. We plug that in, and then we bend the forearm back. We just plug it in there, and then we just kind of mess with them, and then it's a really, really solid fit. Like, I mean, yeah, in the bottom there's a little bit of shake, but the torso up at the top, it's a really solid fit. And yeah, he's a bit of a wide lad, but it's all gravy, baby. I'm just gonna keep going. And but yeah, I don't know. I think going back to what I was saying about fan moding, like, I definitely feel like fan moding has always existed, but now with Hasbro kind of like embracing the whole 5mm thing, I feel like it's become a little bit more ubiquitous, like more commonplace now. Would you agree with me? Maybe yes, maybe no. And that's okay if you don't, because I've been seeing more of them on, like, what is it, on the interwebs, on socials and stuff like that. And I think it's awesome, dude. I think it's awesome because I just think of it as like painting, And yeah, I love celebrating everyone's creativity and stuff like that. And I love complimenting people. I love telling them how much I enjoy their builds and works. And for a long time, actually, I wasn't able to do that. I mean, I don't know if I was too shy or something like that, but hold on for a second. Let's figure out this. So we have the Crashbar arm plugged in right here, and then so originally it was like this. So let's just stick with the original mode for now, and then I will. Oh no! I got the warning. running low. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, compliments. Yeah. So I was never really good. I mean, it's not that I didn't want to give people compliments. It's just that, I don't know, maybe I was just unaccustomed to them or something like that. And you know what? I do have the arms backward, but it doesn't really matter. And, I used to be a big Street Fighter. I mean, not like on the street or something like that, but, Street Fighter 2, like, and, the Street Fighter 3 or whatever. And we used to play it at Sony quite regularly. And I had a guy who I call my sensei. I used to be pretty decent on Street Fighter when I was a younger guy, and my reflexes and twitch and all of that were kind of better. Cool. You see them coming together. Even the back looks kind of cool. Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt myself over and over to kind of bring this all to you all. So the back, the way it connects is that we're going to need this plugged in over here. Crashbar is by far the most versatile of the Junkions, and so please appreciate him while he's here with us. I mean, he's not going anywhere, but you know what I mean. And then we're taking the Scraphook body, and we're just opening this up. Oh, going back to what I was saying about compliments and stuff. So yeah, I got a buddy named Chris Chong. I haven't kept up with him in a long time, but I've never met anyone in my personal space who was so good at Street Fighter. And like, yeah, occasionally I'd win rounds and stuff, but 9 out of 10 times, excuse me, maybe I'd win like 3 or 4 or something. But he was just incredible. And anytime I'd pull off a combo or beat him, or anytime I did anything, like he would just compliment me. He'd be like, oh, he's like, dude, that was really cool. He's like, oh, great job, great job, great job. And I was just, I don't know. Oh, by the way, so it's pretty much, excuse me, it's pretty much done over here, right? Let me adjust the camera. He's pretty much done, and it's a matter of what do we do with the rest of these things, right? And so we're just kind of mess with that right now while I finish the story. He I went silent while I tried to figure this out. Okay, and by the way, I never what is it? I never thought of using the hook as like this hand, like a Captain Hook thing, until I saw Robozy do it. Like, oh no, sorry, it was pre Pesant. Man, it's a hard time. I have a difficulty saying his name. There we go. But yeah, he would always compliment me and stuff like that. He would be like, oh, he's like, that was frame perfect. He'd be like, oh, dude, excellent combo, and like, you know, whatever. It's like, oh, he took me out, and like, yeah, I would just be like, hey, I was like, can I ask? I was like, dude, I was like, you're always so complimentary of what anyone does. And he's like, why wouldn't I be? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I just didn't have an answer for that. And I was like, I don't know. And he told me, he's like, complimenting takes away nothing from me. He's like, I'm still going to beat your ass on Street Fighter. And I was like, yeah, you are, dude. He's like, it takes nothing away from me, actually, at all. It doesn't change anything. He goes, the only thing that I've done is put positive energy into the air and like giving you positive vibes. And I was like, whoa. And he's like, don't you want to know when your combos are hitting? I was like, yeah. And he goes, and trust me, when your combos don't hit and they suck, I'm gonna let you know too, dude. I was like, oh, right on, man. But he was super real about it. And so he was just like, yeah, man. He goes, it hurts no one to compliment them and give them props, the proper credit. And he was like, it hurts nobody. And he's like, and I'm very, very happy to do so. And actually, ever since that time, I became more vocal about expressing myself. When I see something, I would just tell people like, dude, that's awesome, dude. I think it's beautiful. That's incredible, dude. I can't believe you did this. And like, it doesn't take anything away from me. And I just want to celebrate the individual who put their time and effort into making a build, drawing a picture, you know, putting a sculpture together, or like a written piece or anything. You know, it takes nothing away from me other than perhaps a little bit of time just to kind of give them props. And that lesson stuck with me. Yeah. And so, Chris, I know you're never going to see this, and I know we kind of fell out of touch and stuff like that, but I want to let you know that I never forgot that message. I never forgot that lesson, and it really stuck with me, and I appreciate you for it, buddy. Yeah, I love you wherever you are, and I hope you're doing well. And so, yeah, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this build, and if you even if you haven't, I hope you have at least enjoyed the time that you spent here. Your invaluable time, you know, the most precious of currencies. And so, yeah, I appreciate your donation, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Okay, have a lovely day. Bye bye.